back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are reviewing The Wrecking Crew, a new movie from Prime, Amazon Prime. So essentially, what is the plot of The Wrecking Crew? So it's the father, the two sons is investigating like a businessman or like a cartel. I actually can't remember what the guy. I think they mention it once. So he's like a big business guy, but he's got like he's a little shady. So he's investigating this guy to kind of see what's going on. He's doing this investigation on him to kind of see. I think it's like they're doing laundering money. They're laundering money or something shit like that. So he's investigating this, and then all of a sudden, he gets killed. Now, who is this man? He is Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa's father. Other characters is Johnny and James. He's their father. So originally, Johnny was, which is Jason Momoa. He doesn't find out about this. I think the first person to find out it was James finds out about his father's death, and then they start planning a funeral. They get told it was a hit and run. He does get hit by a van, but we find out later on that it was. Well, I mean, if you watch the fucking beginning of the movie, it's kind of obvious wasn't an accident. But anyway, So James gets told that his father's passed away. If it was a hit and run, that's kind of all that it is. It was an accident. So he starts planning a funeral, but the brothers have like not spoken for a while, so they're not on speaking terms. So originally he wasn't going to plan on inviting Johnny to the funeral because they're not on speaking terms. And then Johnny, who's Jason Momoa, his girlfriend breaks up with him and he gets depressed and he's starting to drink, and the Yakuza shows up at his house, and they're looking for a package which the father had emailed or sent through like a package system or whatever the fuck it is, and they think that they would send it to Johnny's house. So they're there to get the package from Johnny. He doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. There's no package there. He gets into a bit of a fight scene, and then that's kind of when he realizes, well, before they fight, they tell him like, your father's dead and we're gonna kill you too if you don't give us a package. And then he gets into the full funny fight scene. The reason I say it's a funny fight scene is because like Jason Momoa is like kind of throughout the whole movie, he's like the comedy relief for the show. And then essentially he gets into the fight scene with him. I think I'm just now explaining the whole fucking movie, but anyway. So essentially the plot is that Johnny wants to figure out who killed his father. He's investigating this. And while he's investigating it, James, he goes back to his hometown. James, who's Dave Bautista, says he's not investigating this. It was an accident. That's what the cops are telling him. He's a military man. He's going to believe that. And for some reason, he decides he's gonna look into it a little bit and see what's going on. And then the two of them kind of just they both find some stuff, and they're like, okay, maybe this wasn't as simple as what I thought it was. So he joins Johnny in investigating what the hell happened to their dad, and then they uncover the whole plot scheme of what actually the dad was busy uncovering. Along the way, they meet with a guy called Pika, who's the guy from Spider-Man. Can't remember his name. Can't remember what his real name is, but it's Peter Parker's friend. They meet him. He was helping the father with like more like tech work, so he tags along too. Yeah, and essentially that's kind of what they do. They're trying to revenge the father, but also kind of figure out what is like the take on the case, essentially, like what his dad was investigating, or their dad was investigating. And that's essentially the plot. Without getting too much spoilers, that is kind of the plot of the movie. Yeah, I mentioned the comedy thing briefly earlier. So Jason Momoa is heavily leaned on for like the comedic effect. It's not like the funniest, but it's not like terrible comedy. I wouldn't be like, it's like it will get a little chuckle out of you. I do think they repeated some stuff a little bit, which I was like, okay, it was funny the first time. Second time I was like, Third time, for example, there's a scene where he, in the fight scene that I mentioned, he does the helicopter with these with his dick, and I don't even know what I'm allowed to say, but he does that anyway. And first time he does it, it's like, oh, that's funny, and then he kind of keeps doing it, and it's like, it was funny the first time, not that funny. Later on, he does the same thing with another scene. They kind of make the same joke too. There's also this one joke that I kind of think it doesn't ruin the character of David Bautista, but it kind of just like the whole movie he's built as this kind of the serious brother. He doesn't fuck around. He's not as like Johnny, who just doesn't give a shit. He is more serious. There's this one scene where they are in a car with Johnny's ex girlfriend, and Johnny goes, "Dude, she's so hot, right?" And James is like, "Yeah, dude, she's so hot, bro." And then she's like, "You two idiots do not can hear you." He goes, "She's so hot, right?" "Yeah, man." It's just like it. That scene, they kind of made him like, they were like, "Yeah, no, James Wilson's just a stupid." It just came out of nowhere. That part was a little stupid to me. I get they're trying to just be like make a little joke and like have it like a little ha there, but it didn't really, like, it didn't hit. But overall, I don't think it was a bad movie. I thought it's a decent watch. Like, if I had to give this, if I had to put my score out there now, it would be a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's something that's gonna blow your mind. We've seen it before. There's lots of movies like this, but it has its own little touch to it. It's not a bad movie. If you don't have any movies to watch and you're waiting on something, this is a good movie to watch to pass the time. It is 2 hours, so it's not like the shortest time. But if you just want to sit and watch a movie that's like got some action, a little bit of comedy, yeah, it's a pretty funny. It's a pretty fun movie to watch. It's not fucking crazy. It's like a 6 out of 10. But let me know in the comments down below if you guys watch it, what would you give it? And yeah, we'll see if Amazon can make any bangers this year, because we do know they are very capable of making stinkers. But this one is not. That I think it's just an okay movie. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.